Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. Sorry, my eye is just itching me. I think it's because it's so goddamn hot outside and dry. It is a dry heat, just like we always say. It's very dry in Las Vegas. But it was 108 today, which I know is actually not that bad for Las Vegas, believe it or not. But it was, it was so dry, though, that it made my contacts, like, it was really dry. Normally, it's not an issue, but today it was sort of an issue. Ugh. But I'm feeling fine now. Okay, so this weekend I'm really excited because I'm gonna get more caught up. I probably will not get 100% caught up, but I will get more caught up, so I'm very excited about that. All right, so let's talk about, well, before we talk about The Bold and the Beautiful, there's one other thing I want to talk about, and that is, remember how I was talking about how I love the Sailor Moon R movie, and that is one of my top 12 movies of all time. It's so good. But you know who I loved in that? She actually wasn't in this movie. She was in S, but she wasn't in R because she hadn't joined the series yet. Well, she'd made an appearance as her voice, and you could kind of see her, but she wasn't really introduced until Sailor Moon S. And that's Sailor Pluto. I fucking love Sailor Pluto. She is a fierce bitch, and this is what I love about her. Sometimes less is more. And when she wants to fucking annihilate you, she, like, you know how everyone else says something like, Venus, love me, chain, you know, right? Like, that's when a Sailor Venus is attacked. Or Mercury would be like, shine, aqua, illusion, right? Okay, well, this is all she says. She says, dead to scream. And it's like this devastating shit that'll fucking obliterate everything in its path. I'm like, bitch, that's how you do it. That is how you fucking do it. And I have a much more of an appreciation for Sailor Pluto now. I really like her. Even, maybe I feel bad that Pluto's not a planet anymore. I don't care. She's fierce. She's fucking fierce. I fucking love her. She better get it. Okay, I'm sorry. I just felt like talking about that. Okay, so now let's talk about The Bold and the Beautiful. So The Bold and the Beautiful, this week that I just watched. Okay, well, okay, so I think this is the beginning of the end in terms of, you know, this is when the intern storyline is totally ramping up. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Nia. So I'm happy that she's working. Because that should show Abby, I've got a job, honey. I'm on daytime television. Where's Maddie? What's she doing? I'm just saying. So I'm happy she's working. But I mean, the whole thing with her and Xander, oh my God, they're gonna beat that shit to death. I'm like, okay. And what was weird was that it started out, before we get to that intern stuff, because there are some highlights to that intern story, actually, and I'll go over those. But before we get into that, we started off with Steffi being at home with Kelly. And first Brooke visits Steffi, and, you know, she lets her know that, you know, they're still family regardless, even though Liam chose Steffi. So as Brooke is leaving, Hope shows up with a gift for Kelly Spencer, and it is really adorable. And Hope and Steffi have like a civilized conversation. Now, here's my issue with that. I don't have an issue with them actually having a civilized conversation. There's nothing wrong with that, actually. I think that's grown up and good. But I think I feel a belch coming on. I don't. No, nothing there. Okay, but here's the thing. There's no build up. So we didn't, to the audience, it just looks like Steffi's going from bitch to mother of the earth in a matter of days, right? When she's, you know, been trying to get Liam for, thank you, God, that was a bubble in my chest. Excuse me. When she's been trying to get Liam for fucking ever, right? From Hope. And, you know, and Bill helped her by stashing Hope in that gondola and turning it off, and then Steffi married Liam. First of all, I gotta give it up to Scott Clifton. Because the reason why is because he's a great actor. And not just that, but he still manages to come to work and do his best with the stupidest scenes ever. I'm sorry. We have seen him fight between Waffle, between, oh my God, Matt did a meme of Liam's house and he turned it into a Waffle House. It was fucking hilarious. It was, I mean, he's the king of the gifs and the memes. You should follow him on Twitter at GarbageFan98. He's really hilarious. Okay. But I don't know how he does it. And I'm sure he gets frustrated sometimes too, but he still shows up and he does a good job, and you know, so I give him credit, actually. I give him props. Moving on from that mess, because that is a mess and that's probably just going to get worse and it's going to be more of the same. Now let's talk about that intern drama. So here are the good parts of the intern mess. Well, first of all, we get to see more of Thorne. Well, it's about fucking time. I'm sure they're probably paying him a pretty penny. So it's nice that they're actually using him, you know. So I'll take it. And we get to see a lot more of Maya, which, again, I'll also take that too. And she is fiercely protective of her husband's legacy, and she's fiercely protective of her husband's family. Even more so than her own, I would say, because the Forresters have always accepted Maya, whereas her family, it took them some time to accept Maya, except for her little sister, Nicole. And you know what? I miss Nicole, and I miss devious Nicole, you know? But then again, I miss Sasha, too. So I miss her two sisters. I do. Yeah. Maybe we'll see them come back. You know who, I've already mentioned this before, you know who the chick that plays Sasha looks just like? Samaya Reese from Love and Hip Hop. What's that dating show in Hollywood? What was that fucking called? Hollywood Love? I don't know. Some shit on E. And she was also in that Boogie Down. The Sugar Hill Records. That show they had on Bravo that you know was a one and done. She looks just like her, except Somaya's a little bit thicker, but she totally reminds me of Somaya, especially in the face. It's so crazy. Anyways, sorry. But I'm loving Maya because Maya was such a fierce bitch. The minute she found out, well, first of all, it was a little kind of dumb that it took so long for her to figure out that Emma's last name was Barber. I mean, she's an intern. You would think that HR would fully vet this person and that they would know that her name is Barber. Which, for those of you keeping score, if you watch Y&R, you know that by her being Justin's niece, she's also related to Drew and Lily and Devon as well. And Neil through marriage, right? So maybe we'll see that play out. Who knows? Probably not. But just a little fun little tidbit I'd throw out there. So Maya was fucking fierce, and she was like, and you know, I mean, they do have this whole dancing thing. Okay, don't get me wrong. I love that they have Nia dancing because she's a great dancer. We've seen her dance since she was a little girl on Dance Moms. She was fantastic. But it doesn't feel very organic. You know, like, it doesn't feel like it should be in the story. So basically, the loose way that they have pulled this into the stories are like, you know, why would you have a regular fashion show when you can have dancers in the fashions? And I'm going, oh my God, here we go. And like, and of course, you know, Xander and Emma had to meet cute by, you know, Emma doing some move and, you know, knocking Xander out. Here's another good part of that intern story, though. You know who looked really cute in their scene? In that whole dance fiasco scene? Simon. Simon looked really cute. And way cuter than he has before, because here's why. They had him. I remember they had him once when he was like did some jewelry comparison for Quinn and Ivy. I think he's been on the show for quite some time. And then after that, they had him kind of mouthing off to Eric, but you know, during Emma's first episode. And then they had him back. And Xander. So what the storyline was that Xander was sort of falling into his British accent, and Simon assumes that he's making fun of him. Now, here's the difference, and I know this is because this is on American television, right? But Simon, being a British person, he would not say someone, are you making fun of me? He wouldn't say that. He would, if you're British, you would say, are you taking the piss out of me? Because that's what they say, are you taking the piss out? Because that's how they say you're making fun of you. But I know that in American television, especially daytime television, which is notoriously, ridiculously conservative, just with what they can say and stuff. And that's, I feel like, just on a personal note, I feel like that's what's sort of one of the reasons like this genre is not doing as well, because they can say all kinds of crazy shit on a cable or a primetime show, but on a network daytime show you can't. You know, oh my god, are you for real? Kidding me? I mean, whatever. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag Bold and Beautiful to talk about the Bold and the Beautiful, or you can also hashtag Below Deck Med, because I'm doing that next and I'm so excited about it. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. Alrighty, everyone, have a great day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.